Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-April 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus. If you find this video a few days before the middle of the month or a few days after the middle of the month, that's totally fine. You'll find it when you need it, Taurus. Also, I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on. My readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you any intuitive messages that I have, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. And if you have not done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me very greatly. But also, once you're subscribed, you'll be notified when I post future videos. But that being said, let's go and jump in and get started, Taurus. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close for you. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's happening through the end of April. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in our 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a healing crystal, and a healing note for you. But let's see here, starting with a summary card for what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the card absent. Some of you may have been feeling a little bit of absence lately. Maybe you've just been a little disconnected from what's been going on. But let's take a look and see what messages we have, Taurus. The first card we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a very curious card. It can be a card of like gossip, water cooler talk, but it can also be a card of seeking truth. So some of you could have been seeking truth, or there could have been some gossip or drama the last few weeks for you. The next card that we have is the Death card. The Death card doesn't mean death, but it does indicate a big change, an ending. It's time to move on from something or transform. So you're definitely in this transformation period, Taurus. We're going to clarify this card and see if we can get any more information for you. But it does seem like there's some sort of transformation going on. That could be why you're having some of that absence, kind of withdrawing and processing this transformation. Then at the bottom, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a very generous card. It is a card of giving or receiving help. I do feel like a lot of you have been like helping others more than usual. You've been on the giving end more than the receiving end, but it could mean giving or receiving help. Let's clarify this column and see what other messages I can give you. The first card that we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very fast-paced lifestyle change, so something that's happening quite quickly. This gossip, I think, could have come quite quickly and caught you off guard, or seeking of truth. I feel like you could have found something out quite quickly. This card is just fast, so whatever it relates to the Page of Swords, whether it was gossip or seeking truth or that water cooler talk, it is very fast, and it might indicate in a lifestyle change for you. Like maybe like you just got caught up in drama and you don't want to be part of that drama anymore. Or maybe you're going to be avoiding the water cooler, Taurus. This is indicating something that happened quite quickly and something that you'll be doing differently. Again, there's a lifestyle change associated with whatever this truth is. Maybe you found out truth and it's going to change the way that you do something. But somehow this gossip or truth is leading to a lifestyle change for you. The next card that we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is having lots and lots of options. It can also be a card of commitment issues, but I just feel like there's a lot of options for you right now, Taurus. If you look at this card, there's something different in each cup. And that's on top of the Death card, which again is that transformation. So I feel like at one point in time, Taurus, you didn't realize that you had all these options available to you and all this potential and these different paths you can go down. And I do feel like you're seeing that now. As you go through this transformation, though, I would say be committal. This can be a card of being non-committal, so do make sure that you commit to whatever this transformation is. But maybe some of you are starting to exercise or eat correctly. Make sure you're committed. If you want to pursue a new job, make sure you're committed to pursuing that new job. The note there is be committed. Then at the bottom we have the Six of Pentacles. Again, for those of you that have watched my readings before, you know I love when this happens, when we have the same card on top of each other. This is the world saying, or the universe saying, I said what I meant. So the message around this Six of Pentacles is very clear. Again, this is that card of giving or receiving help, that card of generosity. Again, I do feel like a lot of you have been giving these last few weeks. That's just the energy kind of associated with it. Now we're going to take a look at our next column, which is what's happening through the end of April. So just kind of a general April column. We have the card Perception. So likely your perception on something is going to be shifting or changing in these next few weeks, Taurus. But let's see what kind of messages we have here. The first card we have is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of bully, theft, violence. It could be an abusive relationship. Typically the Five of Swords is not very healthy relationship. I do feel like there's like a friend or possibly a lover type relationship that will be ending for you going into the end of April. There's a relationship that's just not serving you well. But let's come back and see. We'll clarify that, of course, and see what messages we get there. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, Ace cards are a card of newness. The Ace of Pentacles is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. So likely some new money coming in for some of you through the end of April. I feel like some of you could be getting a bonus that you weren't aware of, or it could be a promotion or merit increase. There could also be a new investment opportunity or new job offer. But let's, of course, we'll clarify. Then at the bottom we have the Star card. The Star card's a good card to have. It's a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. Some of you could also be in the spotlight. That's what this giant star here is at the top. Some of you could be getting recognized too for something, so be in the spotlight. That could be what's driving this Ace of Pentacle type money too. But let's clarify and see what messages we have here. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is new mental clarity oftentimes. Again, anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. I do feel like there is new clarity, new perception on this relationship that's not very good for you. Maybe you're not at the point where you're like ready to cut this friendship or love relationship off, but you have a new understanding of it is what this is saying. Again, we have new mental clarity. We have new perception of this not very good person. Maybe you can set better boundaries. Maybe there's like a cycle of manipulation or something that's happening that you can put an end to. But definitely, again, new clarity around that relationship or new perception. Maybe you didn't realize you were being manipulated, or maybe you didn't realize there are red flags. And something will happen going into the end of April that gives you that increased clarity and perception there. The next card that we have is the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. So really those Tower moments. The thing to keep in mind when it comes to the Tower card is although this change may not be exactly what we wanted, it does happen for a reason, and it's likely going to still be very beneficial for you, Taurus. It is on top of new job, raise, investment, some sort of income. So maybe just like how we got to this new money wasn't how you planned. Maybe you wanted to find a new job in 6 months and it happened in 6 days. Those kind of things. You just have to roll with it though with the Tower moment. So again, it's a change that's beneficial to you, but oftentimes it doesn't happen the way you wanted it to. So there will be some new money here, but it may not be the way you planned for it to happen. So just keep that in mind. But again, stay very positive there. And definitely really great new money energy with the Ace of Pentacles there. Then at the bottom we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card is a card of partnership, deep love. I feel like whatever this is related to the star, so there's a really strong relationship here as well that's kind of giving you that renewal, that hope, that inner clarity. This could be a work relationship, or it could be outside of work. It could be, again, a love or a family relationship. This is saying that there's like a renewal of energy and a very deep partnership for you. Again, maybe this new money will like make you make your make you like your boss more, or maybe you'll have a new boss that you like much better. Maybe you just like have entered into a new chapter in your current relationship where you feel much more supported. But there is some renewal and hope and clarity around love. Again, deep partnership is kind of the term that's sticking out there. Now let's move into our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything money related. The first card that we have is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of waiting to make a choice or waiting for results. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but there does seem to be some waiting around money or around your job this month. Of course, we'll clarify this card. This could be travel to Taurus, so some of you could be having to travel for work or as it relates to money. The next card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a really good card to have in our money column. This is very reliable, patient, and hardworking. This person is you. This is saying that you're doing a good job. You're working hard. You're being valued. You're being appreciated. This is a card of patience though too. So again, I'm not quite sure what we're waiting on, Taurus, this month as it relates to your job or money, but there is definitely some waiting patience happening. Then at the bottom we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of like strong, good, big money. We love the Ten of Pentacles, especially in the money column. This is like leaving a legacy. For some of you, this could be retirement or inheritance. So you could be getting a large lump sum of money. For those of you that don't get a large lump sum of money, at the end of the month. In general, though, this is still a really great money card. When I see this card, it's long-term money. It's saying what you're doing is correct for money. It's saying that you'll have money for a long time. So it's a card we love to see in the money column. Let's clarify, though, and see what other messages we have here. The first card that we have is the Hermit. The Hermit is about going within for clarity, making sure you're living your personal quest, living your personal truth. As you are waiting for this or having to make a decision, this is again saying make sure it aligns with what you want. Are you following your life path? Are you feeling fulfilled? Is this meaningful for you? So making sure that you're having that check-in with yourself, Taurus. The next card that we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of respect, leadership, strategic planning. So I'm going to take this couple different meanings here for you, Taurus. First one being, I do think that some of you could be moving into a leadership role. When I see the Emperor card, this is leadership role. If you're not already in a leader role, you could be moving into a leader role. This is also a card of respect, though. Remember we were saying with the Knight of Pentacles, this is you, and it's you being very reliable and very hardworking. People respect you because of how hard you're working, which is a good feeling to have. Again, you're appreciated, you're valued, you're respected. The Emperor card is also a long-term card, though. So I would say that what we're doing is good long-term. Same thing with that Ten of Pentacles. We're making good long-term money choices, Taurus. Then at the bottom here, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about going through a transition. I feel like a lot of you have started doing something new with money, whether it's investment or recently started a new job. Some of you could be going to a new job now, but I just feel like this is saying that you're on this transition to getting yourself on the right path financially, making these Ten of Pentacles long-term money type moves. This could also be a card of relocation and moving. So some of you could be relocating for work or traveling for work. We did have a travel card earlier with the Two of Wands too. So potential travel in the month of April for some of you. Now let's move into our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. Oh, excuse me. This is love column. So think about love, family, friends, relationships, children. Sorry. We're in the love column now. I just wanted to keep talking to you about money, apparently, Taurus. But let's take a look here. So as in terms of love, the first card that we have is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a card of very low feelings. If you look at this person, they're laying down flat. They have lots of swords stuck into them, and the sky is kind of dark. Some of you are feeling like kind of at like a rock bottom point in time as it relates to love or family or friends. We're going to clarify that though and see if we can get more information. We do also have the Five of Cups, which is another low feelings card. This is loss, regret, grief, feeling unloved. If you see this person, these 3 cups are spilt here, and they're almost like grieving these 3 cups. I do feel like some of you could be ending a relationship or possibly like still trying to get over a relationship ending. But we're going to look into that a little bit further. And then we have the Empress here at the bottom. The Empress is a card of creation and abundance. So whether you are in a relationship, getting over a relationship, single, this is a great card to have because you can create whatever you want. You can have an abundance of love. You can have an abundance of self-love, but you can really create whatever relationship you want. So if some of you are feeling sad or in this healing stage, just know, again, you have the ability to create whatever you want. The Empress is also a card of fertility and pregnancy. So for those of you hoping to grow your family, this is a good card for you as well. But let's clarify and see what messages we've got here. We have the Six of Wands first and foremost. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, recognition, good news, success. So whatever it is that you're feeling low on, I would take this as a really good indicator. If you're working on healing from something, I do think you'll be successful in that healing. Almost to the point where it's like celebration worthy. Or if there's something that you're really upset about as it relates to love, good news is coming. So just keep that in mind. I know that Ten of Swords is a gloomy card, but it's paired with a really positive card there on top. The next card that we have is the Devil card. This is a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. And that's on top of the Five of Cups, which is again that loss, regret, grief. I feel like there are some of you, regret is the word that's sticking out here, that really feel regret to the point where you're like obsessing over regret. So I'm going to give you this message is you can't change how things happened. You can't go back and undo it. But you can, however, let things go and move forward. So do keep that in mind, Taurus. I feel like there is something that happened that you're upset about or have not fully healed from, to the point where we're almost like hyper focused on that feeling. But just keep in mind, you can't change it. You have to kind of tell yourself, I'm done thinking about this. I need to let it go. I need to move forward. The next card that we have is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of rivalry, obstacles, small challenges. If you look at these people, they're fighting with wands, though they're not fighting with swords. So this is oftentimes like small bumps in the road. Some of you could have been having fertility issues, or maybe you haven't been clear on what you've wanted, but I do feel like with the Empress card, we're overcoming these small obstacles that you've had in the past. So now, last but not least, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides in our fifth and final column. We have the card Connection. I think you're going to be feeling much more connected going into the end of April. Connected to your family, friends, connected to yourself, connected to Earth. But let's see what messages I could give you here, Taurus. The first card that we have is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. So a really good money card overall. We'll clarify and see where that's going for us. The next card that we have is the Justice card. This is a cause and effect, win-win. It could be truth coming out. One thing to keep in mind with the Justice card, this card is always favorable for you. I do feel like this is like cause and effect, like you've worked really hard and now there's more money coming in for you, Taurus. Then we have the High Priestess, and this is about trusting your intuition, trusting yourself as you go through. As in terms of connection, make sure that you're really connected with yourself. But let's see what clarifying messages we have. We have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card of partnership, love, Seem very romantic typically. But this could also be a card of proposals. So in this case, I think that some of you could be getting like a new business proposal or job offer, or even like a new business partner. So there seems to be some sort of relationship or proposal that will lead to more money for you coming through the end of the month. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of tradition, being very conventional, expectations. I feel like you've been exceeding expectations. Remember, this is very cause and effect type energy where you've worked hard and now you're being rewarded. It's like you've exceeded the expectations and now you're being offered this new partnership or this new money or this new proposal. Then at the bottom we have the King of Swords. This is very strategic, very intentional, very long term. Again, great as it comes up. So I think if this new money situation does come through, this new partnership, this is saying this is a good strategic long-term move for you. But again, make sure you're trusting your gut with that here, or that High Priestess energy there. Now at this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the 8 of Spades. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the 7 of Diamonds. This is the number 38 card. That's going to be a yes. And for question number 3, we have the 9 of Clubs. This is number 28 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, yes, yes for you, Taurus. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a crystal of the month from this Healing Stones deck. Your crystal for the month is calcite. This is good for courage, growth. It helps you get out of kind of like a lethargic state, gives you new drive and new ideas. And last but not least, we're going to do a message from our Healing Notes deck. Your card says, kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Thank you so much, Taurus, for tuning in, watching, listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. If you haven't done so already, subscribing to my channel helps me really greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. Sorry, Taurus, still trying to get over my cold here. And also, if you feel inclined, I didn't include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you, Taurus, and have a wonderful rest of your April.